Before you start threading your sewing machine, you want to check certain dials on here. You want to make sure that the presser dial is with the 3 facing out. You want to make sure that the stitch selector is set on 13 for straight stitching, and there is a dial on the bottom here on the right that moves it, so make sure it's set on 13. You do not want to zigzag stitch, so make sure that's set on 0, and the length of the stitch that we're going to sew with should be set on 2. All right, so 3, 13, 0, 2. Before you start threading the sewing machine, you want to make sure that this take-up lever is turned in its most upright position. So there's a hand wheel. You should turn that hand wheel toward yourself. All right, so it's in the most upright position. There's a power switch on the side of the sewing machine, which not only turns on a light, but it also regulates the machine operating with the foot pedal on the floor. All right, so when you have the power on, the foot pedal will make the needle go up and down. So if you want to use the light and have it on while you're threading, please make sure your foot is nowhere near the foot pedal. Otherwise, turn out the power. I'm old, I want the light on while I thread. All right, so we take our spool of thread and we put it on the spool pin. Make sure there's felt there so it unwinds nice and evenly. And there's a little tension disc that's black up here that we go behind. And then we come down. And then we're going to go back up, and there's a little picture telling us to go back up. It says number 2. And then you want to go on the right side of the take-up lever, around the back, pull it forward, and that's critical. Pull it forward, go back down on the left, and now there is a thread guide on the left side of the needle that you enter from the back. Let me do that again. From the back, and pull it forward. And then this is good old-fashioned needle threading. If you need to remove any frayed ends from your thread, cut them off with scissors or shears, and then thread the eye of the needle. Good luck. There we go. And have your thread come out the left side. This is our top thread, and we refer to this as your bride. Now you're going to put the bobbin in the bobbin case, all right? So you can flip the little switch to remove the bobbin case cover. We have resources in the room reminding you to position your bobbin like a P. So the thread comes out the left and the circle comes out on the right. So not like this. All right, so position it like a P, lay it into the bobbin case, and there's a little arrow reminding you that you want to pull the thread left into what we call the 7/8 slit. So if you think of this as a clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, this slit is around 7 and 8. So we pull our thread into that slit, and now we've got the top and the bobbin threaded. We have to bring up the loop, all right? Here we call it getting married. So we hold only our top thread, our bride. We do not hold both threads, do not. All right, only hold the top thread. Turn the hand wheel so that take-up lever goes all the way down and all the way back up again, and then pull the top thread, wiggle and jiggle till you see a loop. And now you take that loop with your fingers or a pin or scissors, and you pull it out into a straight thread. Right, that essentially you brought the thread from the bobbin up to the top of the machine. Both threads go between the presser foot toe, and we walk them down the aisle together. And then we replace the bobbin case cover, and we'd be ready to sew. The lifter that regulates the presser foot, the lever or lifter, is over here.